All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there who are preaching this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. All right, and we're just going to get into a few prophecies about these bad Uncle Esau being all bugged out because these curses are falling on him, and he sees that everything that he's ever known and loved and cherished is coming to an end, and it's just a complete farce. Brother, got anything? Swing that sword.
Hey, cause for so long, Esau, Edom, he pitched this image, this lie across the whole world. He even it said in Revelation 18 that he made the nations drunk, and now they mad because all these philosophies, this lifestyle is corrupt, man. And the more and more his wisdom is going to be pushed, we condemning it, man, to show you the right way. So,
yeah, because basically we're actually exposing him, showing that his way of life, okay, is actually a death style.
That's right.
What we're saying is actually a lifestyle, okay?
That's right.
We're telling you how to treat the earth properly. We're telling you how to treat your brothers and sisters properly. We're telling you how to raise a family. This is all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, of course. You know, how to raise your family properly. So on and so forth, man. See, this man, whatever he pushes out, it's going to create chaos, havoc, and destruction, you know, in your life.
That's what you see. That's what you see. Why do you think all this killing, all these things is happening? Because guess what? Them curses. And the curses, man, let's just get into it. This is Isaiah 25, verse 7. It says, he would destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations, man. And that's what it's starting to see. Hey, with the world, the word getting pushing off the forefront of the earth, hey, people starting to see the lies and the truth. And that's why his power is falling, man. Because hey, for so long, we couldn't come out here and preach this word, man. Back in the 50s or the 40s or the 60s, man, they would have hung us. This is transition of the kingdom, man. So like, you got
emergency precept for you, This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
And that's what it is. The Lord is really showing who his really man of the Lord is, man. And bringing back order. And that's what needs to be shown, man. Showing that the wisdom of Esau is not the way. Hey, the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the way, man. Because it's being known, man. This is the way of life.
Hey, for us, nobody really was standing up to him. You know, I mean, you have little truths coming in and there, but hey, now the truth is being tied into the scriptures, man. You know, so now he's really getting exposed, man.
We probably got Wisdom of 5, Wisdom of Solomon 5. Okay? Oh, okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, in the 1st verse. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
That's what you're seeing, all right? You're seeing the men of the Lord standing in great boldness, okay? Look, you got all these men standing in great boldness. Not only here in Chicago, you have it in New York, okay? And across the globe, in what, the UK, Australia, in Africa, Germany, so on and so forth, man.
China.
Okay? China. You're seeing the men of the Lord stand in great boldness, man, and that's because, hey, it's time for this system to go down, man. Hey, before this kingdom actually collapses physically, it's got to get condemned spiritually. All right?
Yeah. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Because, hey, because before this camera started rolling, it was this bugged out Edomite. He just came by walking, and then the next thing you know, he just looked at us and his mouth just dropped like, and it was like he was totally wooed, like.
Yeah, he was starstruck. He was starstruck, literally. He couldn't, the only facial expression that he had was just, It was funny as hell, man, to be honest. That shit was wild. And then you had the other Edomite, that older Edomite got mad because I said that they live a death style, not a lifestyle. He called us fucking assholes, man, for that. Hey, these Edomites are mad, they're through, okay? They're losing their power structure, all right?
Am I becoming your enemy because I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
You know?
That was it.
This is Hosea 6:5. It says, "Therefore have I healed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth." And that's what we're doing, man. Just whether we see it or not, hey, this word really is hurting Esau, man. You know that's why he's coming out with these new tactics and to trying to demonize us and trying to find ways to where he won't let us post our videos. It'll be harder to find our videos. You know. Now, hey, recently you had the cops. They have never done this. Come and tell us we can't hold signs anymore, man.
And the crazy part is that there is no law that we're breaking technically, like they're like under their laws, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, we asked the man what laws were we breaking. He said that we were soliciting. And as the brother said, well, what are we soliciting? We're not selling anything. Okay. Hey, we're sitting here just preaching. Hey, this is a so-called freedom of speech, right? But clearly it isn't, man. All right. Hey, they're getting, as the brothers are saying, they're getting hurt, man.
That's it. And that's because of this, brother. This is Sirach 10, verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealing and injury and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's what it is. Hey, we are exposing all the lies that Esau be on, man. Hey, coming to rob, coming to steal. You're a vagabond on the earth. And he needs to be put in order, man. Which the Lord is about to do that now. Starting with his man, the Lord. And how we do that? By condemning his wisdom, showing that his kingdom is going down. And then we gonna come grind your shit, man.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 13. And Salakia, 2 Corinthians 10 and 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare.
Can I say this real quick? Hey, because this is ultimately a spiritual warfare, man. It talks about that, what, Ephesians 6? Yes. All right? And this is all. Hey, this is a spiritual warfare. Really, it's the righteous. As it says it in Sirach, it says good is set against evil, man. All right? And it's really, the elect of Israel versus the elect of Esau, man. Okay, we're battling spiritually, man. Hey, because best believe they're going to their witches and warlocks, trying to cast spells, do all these things, all right? Hey, but they're losing because their boss works for our boss, man. Hey, we work for the bosses of bosses, man. All right, Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai, man.
That's right. It says, verse 4, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds, man. Hey, and that's what we're doing, we're pulling down their strongholds, man. Every lie that they have set up. Hey, man, ever since they got empowered, nothing but lies, man. The truth is starting to come out, man. You know? So, hey, and that's what we're doing. It says, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Mashiach.
That's what we're doing. We're bringing everything back to the Heavenly Father, man. Starting with his man. Because, hey, that's the only way order is going to be established. That's the only way the kingdom shall go down, man. We have to push this word of Yahweh by Shema Shai, so these things be known. So the Lord, so these people to know the good and the bad, man. That's why the Lord sent the prophet, man, to warn them. Hey, what Jeremiah 28 and 8 say? Hey, we prophesy of many kings, wars, and pestilence, man. And since the Esau butthurt, because we come upon all your atrocities you have done against us, hey, he got to come down with great wrath.
He's like
gotta get carnal now.
He's got that spirit of Cain on him, man. All right. Basically, when Cain was getting called out for his wickedness, he got mad about it, man. And that's how Esau's reacting. We're calling him out through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and he's mad. He's fucking big mad right now. He's like a little ass kid, man. You call a little kid on his bullshit, all right? You tell him he's gonna get punished, and he's throwing a goddamn tantrum, and that's what you're seeing Esau doing. And that's why he's destroying the earth right now. He's like, fuck it, I can't have it. I'm gonna terrorize the earth. I'm gonna terrorize my room, you know? That's how little kids do it, man.
Brother Yohan always brings it out. He teared himself in his anger.
Yeah.
You know? Hey, and what did the Lord tell Cain? He said, if you do good, shouldn't you receive good?
Yeah.
And if you do evil, sin lieth at the door. You know?
This is Hebrews 4:12. It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow. And it is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart. Because as we're saying, this word is bringing his kingdom down.
Right.
I remember this, y'all don't know if you all remember this movie, Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee. When he was talking with his master and they was walking, he was telling them about the enemy. He said the enemy hides behind many mirrors.
Ooh.
And he said once you start breaking down that image, you start breaking down your enemy. Woo. And that's what this word is doing. It's breaking down all the mirages, all the facades, all the, what they call it, sleight of hands moves, all right? Because, hey, man, this word is going to catch you up anyway. No matter how you slice it, no pun intended, all right? This word is going to catch you up. And as the brother said, Esau is butthurt because everything that this Bible stands for, truth, righteousness, balance, wisdom, understanding, hey, bad Uncle Esau operates completely contrary to that. Because you have to remember, this devil has been running probably $1 trillion campaign to make sure that the whole world never realizes who he is and that he's the most beautiful thing since the world ever been created. All right, but now since the Lord has raised up his men, that whole image is getting cut down. And he's like, God damn, how are we getting cut up? We done spent trillions of dollars and now it's getting taken down by these damn bums.
Right.
Go ahead, swing that sword, brother.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2. Yeah, I'm gonna start at 3. You know, I'm gonna jump from 3. I'm gonna jump down though.
Do what seemeth good to thee, brother.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, which that has happened. All right, hey, we were stripped from our nationality, okay? Hey, but now through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shai, He's giving it back unto us. He's giving our heritage back unto us, okay? And it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. And that's what's happening. The son of man, or the man of sin is being revealed, all right? And how is he being revealed? Through the prophets, all right? Through this word, okay? All right? And that's how we know we're at the end of this, man. Because the wicked is getting exposed for who he is. And I'm going to jump down to verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right? And it starts off, spiritually first, all right? And it says in the scriptures that the Lord speaks through his prophets. All right? We're the mouthpiece of the Lord. All right? And the Spirit is this word, all right, according to John 6:63. All right, so hey, the Lord is exposing this man, all right, through the word of Yahweh Shem Shai. He's cutting him up, man. Okay, going back to that Hebrews 4:12, the brother read. And then ultimately, hey, it's gonna get physical, okay? Hey, them chariots are gonna come, and they're gonna blast those laser beams, man. That concentrated energy, man. And that's in what was it, 2 Ezra 13.
Hey, on top of that, you know what's so beautiful? Because even on karma level, hey, Esau got what? Wisdom for that. That's why he made the icing and the missile, right? But guess what? The Lord made more wisdom than that. You can't beat the Lord, man. Why do you think the Lord created the chariot or the angel and stuff for that? It's another defense system, man. You're not gonna never go past the Lord, man. So give it up. Give it up, man.
And it says, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. And we know that Yahweh Shai, he's gonna come in that glory, man. Every knee's gonna see, everybody's gonna see him. Every knee's gonna bow.
That's the facts.
Yep. You know. Hey, once Yahweh Shai comes back, it's game over, man. Esau is done.
I appreciate it for you. This second address 4, verse I'm going to start at 23. It say, for it was not my mind to be curious of the high thing, but such as passed by daily, namely, therefore Israel is given up as an approach to the heathen. And that's what you see. We gave up to the heathen for approach. Come. Hey, this is like, I'm just jump back into it. The second address, 4, 24. At 24, I'm 23. For it was not my mind to be curious of the high thing, but as passed by daily, namely, therefore Israel is given up as approach to the evil. That's what we was. We were set up to fall, and then what? To come into this great knowledge, man. To be rise up again. It say, and for cause the people who have loved us given to ungodly nations, while the law of our forefathers brought to naught and written a covenant come to effect. And we pass away out of the world of grasshopper, and our life astonished of fear, and we not worthy to attain mercy. When we then do into his name, where we are called of the things I have asked. Because the Lord ordains the elect to come into the thing, right? Then answered by me, he me, and said, more these search, the more that shall marvel. For the world hasteth fast to pass away. Because why? This world is shading away, man. This world is through, man. Verse 27, and it cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come, meaning the kingdom of heaven. The order being established, man, the true wisdom of this world, man. That's what's coming upon the world. It says, for the world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, man. Because Esau is in rulership, man. It say in Sirach, so is the king, so is the people. And if he push wickedness, wickedness shall increase and grow. And that's what you're starting to see, right? Verse 28, but as concerning the things which I asked me, I would tell thee, for the evil is soon, but the destruction is not yet come. So all this shit that you see on a mass scale, hey, the wickedness of Esau is drawing up. And and is the destroying, but guess what? The destruction and the downfall of this kingdom is yet not come because of what? Prophecy, man. We have to be risen up, man. Verse 29, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, how are we doing that? Through the wisdom and the power of who? Of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You right. It say, and if the place was the...
Hey, these people, hey man, hey, all that like jolly, like folly ass spirit, man, that fucking mocking spirit, man, it's gonna be fucking very soon, man. It's gonna be shut down, man. These people's laughter is gonna turn into mourning, man.
That's right.
Hey, everyone thinks it's a fucking joke until they can't fucking eat, man. Alright? Until they can't drink water, until they don't have fucking tampons, you know, when they have a period, man.
That's right.
This shit's going down, man. These motherfuckers gotta, and that's why it says in 2 Ezra 9:9, man. And they're gonna know it, death by pain, man.
Yeah.
And you motherfuckers are gonna know it, man.
Yeah, because they think this a game. They think we up here for a show. No, we up here for salvation. We up here to try to save your life and ourselves at the same time, man. This is not a game. When the Lord get a hold of you people, and you're gonna wish that you knew and understood the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, man. What's wrong with you people, man? But guess what? The Lord ordained 2/3, and we're gonna leave it at that. It say, verse 29, if therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, proving that the falling of this kingdom, man, things are starting to be right side up, put back in order. They say, and if this place where the evil is sown pass not away, there cannot come that is sown with good. Talking about the kingdom of heaven. So if we don't destroy these lies and this bullshit, this wisdom of Esau, and guess what? The righteous can't come. We can't reign. The wisdom and the promises can't come to us, man. That's why it's important to keep fighting and strive for the truth unto death, man.
Hey, when the Lord, hey, every time he would take down a kingdom, he would always prophesy against it. You know, he'll always send his prophets and all that. Once he did that, then he brought the physical destruction.
Right.
You know, and that's what's happening right now. Right now, he's doing the warning. He's doing the, you know, the shaking of the hand. You know, and soon it's going to be physical, man. You know, this is 1 Corinthians 1:20. It says, "Where's the wise? Where's the scribe? where is the disputer of this world? Had not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? You know, and that's exactly what we're doing, man. We're exposing Esau, and we're really letting you know he's an actual fool, man. You know, hey, prior to us, it was all this is the wisest man in the world. He found out this. He made a transhumanism. He found out the way the body works and all that. You know, but now, hey, here comes the real man of the Lord, telling him that most of the shit that he teaches is bullshit, man. It's all fucking theories, man. Hey, it's not backed up by anything, you know.
Or if it basically if he does pushes it right, say if it's not theory, it's always destructive.
Yeah.
It's never beneficial. Never. You take like a so-called pill, right? They'll say, oh yeah, it'll cure your depression, but then you might have thoughts of suicide. You might have suicidal thoughts, okay?
Right.
You know, suicidal thoughts. You have a diarrhea, cramping,
Erectile problems.
erectile problems. All right, all sorts of fucking madness, man. You know.
Hey, because
This shit's crazy, bro.
Hey, you know why? Because hey, when you go and go get them pills or whatever you get it from a pharmacy or any one of these pantries, hey, guess what? It's all witchcraft. In order to, man, the Lord told us how to take care of our body, how to cleanse us, and how to be live upon the world.
Right.
And we went away from that. We wanted the bullshit. We wanted that, man. So the Lord is starting to set up the true ways. Oh, that's why they see that light. When we walk, and they be like, it's something different with him. He carry himself a little bit different. He have a little aura, because that light is shining upon his man. That's right.
Hey, verse 27. Back in 1 Corinthians 1 and 27. For the Most High had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty.
That's what the Lord has done. Like the people in this world look at us as foolish, weak, alright, nothing, nobodies. But we've been confounding the wise of this world, okay? All these so-called professors, okay? Those that work in the stock markets, okay? You know, your pastors, so on and so forth. Every time they come up here, man, they get sliced and diced through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. And they walk with their tail in between their legs, man, their head down. Every time, man. Hey, because the Lord said He's going to put in your mouth, you know, words that they can't gainsay nor resist. All right?
Verse 28. And base things of the world and things which are despised had the Most High chosen, yet, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. Which is what? Esau's wisdom, the professors, the scholars, and all of them, man. Hey, like the brother was saying, when they come and debate us, come against us, we always prove to them that how they're wrong, man.
That's because Esau wisdom is not wisdom.
Knowledge, the lines of wickedness is not
19 and 22. I got some. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? You know, because at one point, man, Esau had that wisdom, man, even worldly wisdom. Because that's why it says in the book of what is that, Ezekiel, where it says that he was wiser than Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, because Esau has some wisdom though, some worldly wisdom. All right. Hey, this guy can, you know, get into your what is it, your biology. You know, he knows all of that. Okay, the human anatomy. You know, he knows how to deal with, you know, electricity, and you know, he built the nuclear missile, man.
Hey.
You know, hey, that's wisdom. But hey, it's still foolishness to the Most High, man. All right, it's still foolishness.
I got you. This is Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner.
Yeah, they encourage themselves in an evil manner. See, they do everything, you know, for wickedness. They never want to push righteousness. But that's because they are the wicked, as it says in the scripture.
They commune of lying snares privately. they say, who shall see them?
Right, and that's what they do, because they got these all these councils and stuff, and they say, who's gonna see us, man? Hey, but the Heavenly Father sees your bitch ass, man.
It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
Yeah, they accomplish a diligent search. And these Edomites will spend hours upon hours, all these, millions, billions, trillions of dollars in research, man. Okay? You got to give it up to Esau, man. Hey, this man has put his time in, man. All right? But ultimately, it's still nothing compared to the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
It says, both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
Right? And the mind is deep, man. Like I said, hey, like the scriptures say, the wiser than Daniel, man. All right? And Daniel was a wise man. Okay?
Right, and now it's starting to see that all that is really foolishness, man. All that research, here it is. Hey, none of us, it took him all these years, hundreds of years to come out with the research he has now. Hey, most of us have only been in the truth for about 5 to 10 years.
Right.
And then we're confounding them, man. We're making them look as fools, man. That's what they really are. I mean, get this right quick. This is Isaiah 19:11. Surely the princes of Zoan are fools. The counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh is become brutish. How say ye unto Pharaoh, I am the son of the wise, the son of ancient kings, man. Hey, that's why, hey, when the Lord comes back, people are gonna be like, is this the man? Is this the wisest man that build the nukes? That build flying, jetpacks, fucking exoskeletons. Is this guy, man? Because it's gonna be made known that he really wasn't smart. It says, where are they? Where are thy wise men? And let them tell thee now, and let them know that Yahweh of hosts have purpose upon Egypt. So you're so wise. Why is this happening to you? Why are you falling, man?
Why is this falling? Why is this?
It says, the princes of Zoan are become fools. The princes of Nob are deceived. They have also seduced Egypt, even they that are the stay of the tribes thereof, man. Hey, because that's our people, man. Hey, their wisdom has seduced everybody, including our own people, man. But now, we're pulling our people out, man. Which really is only going to be the elect.
This Psalms 8, verse 1. It say, O Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set that glory above the heaven. Out of the mouth of babes and suckling have they ordained strength.
Yeah, and then it goes into, Yahweh Shai said that basically, because I forgot I forgot how the parable goes, but he said you gotta be like one of these little children, man.
Nicodemus.
Yes, Nicodemus, man. Okay. Hey, we gotta be like newborn babes, man. Okay, children, and children are meek. All right, they're ready to listen, learn. Okay, they're humble. Hey, a child is always seen as something lowly, like of insignificance, man. Okay. And read that one more time, Salaki.
It's Psalms 8 and verse 2. Out of the mouth of babes and suckling have they ordained strength.
Yep. Out of these people, okay, that the world sees as nothing, okay? And we're telling you, what's to come. All right, we're telling you about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, the way of righteousness, which is a lifestyle. All right, we're showing you true power, really, man. All right, this is spiritual powers, man. We're saying stuff we're basically telling you the end before it happens, man. Okay? That's power.
They say, and that might still.
People were laughing years ago when they saw the thermonuclear missile sign. They laugh at that like think it's a goddamn joke. Now people see that shit and they're like,
We're scoffing now.
Scratching
the missiles.
Hey, they're scratching their head. They look the other way like, oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that.
Oh yeah, you hear those people do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that there might steal the enemy that have the avenge. And that's what it is. The Lord is going to set up his men to have his revenge on Esau that done these things to our people. I got one more precept It's Isaiah 24, verse 3. It said, the land shall be utterly empty and utterly spoiled. For the Lord has spoken his word. The earth mourneth and faded away. The word language and faded away. The haughty people of the earth do language. The earth is also defiled under the heavens because they had transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and then dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the heavens of the earth are burnt, and few men are left, man. And that's what it is. Since Esau came into power, everything fell. Look at the trees, look at the animals, man. He changed everything that was right and put up his wisdom, and that's why you're starting to see the transition of this kingdom, man. Everything must be exposed from the man of the Lord.
Can I get something for you, Art?
Why would we shout?
This is Sirach 10 and 10 and 4.
Yeah.
This is Salaki, my bad, I want to double check something. This is Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
And that's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to start setting up the true wisdom, the true righteousness of the earth, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai and his men likewise, man. Yeah. Hey, when that day come, hey, 2nd Esdras 2, man, when the Lord set them crowds upon them men's hand, man, that's a beautiful day. And Yasharallah, man. Because we going to finally be in true righteousness, and hopefully the Lord, well, not hopefully, but when the prophecy come to pass and say that he going to put our laws in our inward parts, man. And we going to be able to serve the Lord with 100%, man.
And then the earth needs new management. All right? And can you give real quick Wisdom of Solomon 6 and like the last 2 verses, I believe it is? I think it's like 28. Alright? Because this earth needs new management, man. And like, hey, the brother read that Isaiah, the 24th chapter. It talks about how all the earth is basically fading away, man. The people are languishing. Everyone's dying under Esau's rule because it says in the scriptures in Sirach, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. There's no prudence to it. There's no foresight.
It's Habakkuk 2:4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
And what was this talking about? It's talking about Esau, Edom, man.
Right.
Hey, everything he touched is corrupt, like the brother said, man. He destroyed it, man. Here the Lord created life, how to grow, this and that. And guess what? He want to go into the ground. He want to do everything contrary because guess what? He want to be like the Most High. Like he created himself. But guess what? I got news for you, Esau. Hey, you didn't. The Lord got a number for you, man. Keep going.
But the just shall live by faith.
But the just that live by faith. We have faith in this truth. We have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. Because the thing was running for 4 times, learn for our learning. The Lord ordained these things back then. The prophets was back then in the garden in the Eve, man. When Adam and Eve, when Adam fell, man. We was always around. Because guess what? We was always condemning the wickedness, man. Keep going.
Verse 5, yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keep it at home. Hey, which is what? His philosophies, man. Hey, exactly what we're going into, man. But now what? His philosophies are failing. We're exposing every single one, man. We're breaking down his strongholds. It says, neither keep it at home, who enlarged his desire as hell, and is as death.
Fucking, where are they, man? Can they? These people are through, man. Oh, I can't zoom in. Hey, you just seen a group of Edomites, all right? Homeless, strung out on drugs. Hey, they're through, man.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna get some real. Hold that, Baba.
Man, it's a lot, man. And it goes into what we're, getting into, man. About how Esau is falling, man.
I got you, bro.
Because the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom.
That's right. I got you.
It's not profitable.
This Deuteronomy 30, verse 7. Woo! It's saying the Lord, that power will put all these curses upon their enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
That's right. Hey, all these curses, all right? Hey, because you have the curses of the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, from 15 down to 68. But there's more curses in the scriptures, man. Okay? It's all throughout the Bible, man, really. All right? Hey, and all them curses are falling upon the people, man. They're through, man. through. This is the next generation of Esau, man. You think that this man is fit to rule? He never was, but look at his people now, man. They're going into that base estate that they were once in, man.
Yup.
They're being exposed.
Yeah, the true beast they are, man.
Hey, I seen a video not too long ago. It was a fucking Edomite. I guess they were at a party or something, and they picked up a trash bag and they made him drink. You know how when you have trash and it has juice and it leaks?
Oh my God.
He cut it open and then he started drinking everything. But to show you,
And they're doing it at college parties.
yeah.
These are the ones that are going to be working in your financial district, all right? Shit, might be a fucking doctor, a medic, a lawyer. These are the people that are running the earth.
That's going to be your boss when you graduate.
Yeah, and then they're going to look down at you like you're a fucking fool. Get the fuck out of here, man. And that's why the Lord is setting up one that's more profitable, man, to rule, man. That's why, hey, you see all these brothers, man. You see all these brothers. Hey, each one of these brothers, Lord willing, are a stone in this a temple, man, that's getting built. All right? That spiritual temple, man.
Yeah. I said, Habakkuk 2:5. Yet also because he transgresseth my wife, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. You know? Hey, and he's everywhere he goes. Hey, the president from Iran, he just said that, man. Everywhere Esau Edom goes, is always destruction, man. Something bad always happens when he steps foot in any land, man.
Hey, you know why? I'm sure I'll bring this up. It's Isaiah 49, verse 11. They say their inward thoughts is that their house, this Psalms 49:11. Their inward thoughts, that is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations, man. They call their land after their own name. And that's what Esau do. Hey, for long, Esau still got in his heart that he want to rule forever. So wherever he go, he's going to set up his kingdom, his ways. The same way, hey, that's why you think these nations so mad at him, man.
He can't be satisfied. So he's gonna if he was to take over the whole world, where do you think he's gonna go next? He's already talking about space, army and shit. You know?
It's already trashing outer space.
Right.
This man is mad, bro. They got a time.
Fucking crazy.
And people don't realize how, like this dude is a real psychopath, man. Okay? Okay, because there's two, they always say they talk about psychopath and the sociopath. Basically, a psychopath is when it's innate, man. It's in you, man. It's in your DNA. Your spirit, going back to this, man. I think you read it, his spirit is not upright. Okay? Hey, this man is a wicked individual, okay? The nation of Esau is wicked, okay? Jake is a sociopath. They do things because of their surroundings, okay? All right? They have to adapt. All right? They get seduced by the wicked in their ways, even though they're more excellent than them. Okay, as the scriptures speak about. All right, but this man is a psychopath, man. Hey, even though he's got a shaved face, he smiles at, in front of you, he'll shake your hand, he may even give you a pat on the back, man. This man is trying to fucking kill you somehow, man.
It says, but gather unto him all nations, and heap it unto him all people.
All people. That's why this man have went everywhere. Everywhere, man.
Yep. This is John 10:10. Woo! It says the thief cometh not.
And that's what he have done. Hey, this is perfect scripture, man. Hey, that's perfect, man. Because this is what he have done, man. It's the nature of the so-called Edomites, man. That's ruling the world. No, they are the Edomites. I like it. I'm so used to seeing white, I don't even see it no more. It's the Edomites, man. Esau Edom, man. Come on here, brother.
It says, the thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. And it says, I have come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Because, hey, you got to realize, man, I saw something on a video earlier today, and it said that in the healthcare profession, diabetes alone made a $300 $227 billion profit. Just diabetes alone. And as we mentioned, healthcare earlier in the sit down. Now, if Esau has all this technology and all this wisdom, why is he promoting anything like, instead of treating the disease, how about we figure out how to heal the pancreas?
Right.
Yeah.
Now see, that'd be too much like the right thing to do. Healing the pancreas. No, you want to make $327 billion. Yeah, that was a B. $1 billion just in diabetes alone, man.
Yeah. That's why in these Esau, right? He's got laws where these, like, I guess you could say these holistic stores, right, where they sell you the natural herbs and remedies. They can't, but they have to say it in a certain way, in a particular way, that this is going to cure you. Because if they say, oh, this is going to heal your disease, take this, blah, 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 they can get sued, they can get fined, so on and so forth. They have to use, they have a particular wording. Because I remember when I was with Elder Karab, we had to pick up basically some cream for the Elder Uriah. He had some back issues, and we asked the lady, oh, what's good for the back and this and that, right? Whatever, you know, we told her about the symptoms. And she had to literally word it a certain way, man. She couldn't just come like, straightforward, man. All right? That's how wicked Esau is, man. He knows that these herbs are their medicine, as the scriptures talk about. You know, and he don't want people to get healed, man. He wants them to have that disease. He wants that body to be at unease, man. So they can make that profit, man. It's all about money with this guy. And control.
That's his MO. It's been his MO since day one. All right? To steal, to kill, and to destroy.
Hey, that's perfect, right? Hey, they Psalm 55. I was like, I'm out.
No, that was it. Go ahead,
This
brother.
Psalm 55 and 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Yep.
But what was in his heart? His words were smoother than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. You got it.
Because that's what this devil does, whether it's verbally or whether it's in print. All right, this guy uses his words and it gets people wooed.
Yeah.
Because these folks get wooed by these big words and this so-called smooth talk. But then once people verbally agree to it, or they put their name on their contract, they realize like, oh, this ain't what it all is cracked up to be. All right? Every time this man goes over and talks about how he wants to establish peace and democracy and order in all these other countries, like the brother said earlier, as soon as he goes over there, what is it? Anarchy, disorder, chaos. All right? All out just madness going on there.
I'm getting where it's where the Solomon sits, verse 24. It says, but the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world.
Yeah, and that multitude of the wise is talking about the elect. And when you go into that word welfare, it means a good estate, a good being, man. Okay? So within this multitude of the wise, hey, the earth is going to be in a good estate. That's why the Lord is setting up his men, because it's time for righteous rulership. New management has to come to the earth. Okay?
It says, and the wise king is the Aho of the people.
Yeah, exactly. Because the wise king, what is he going to do? He's going to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Which is wisdom. All right? And with that, you're going to have prudence. You're going to have that foresight.
That's right.
You're going to see precept, the king's throne is established on righteousness. I'm not sure. I think that's in Psalms. But yeah, it goes to what you were saying.
This verse 25, it says, receiving therefore instruction through my words, and it shall do you good.
That's right. Hey, follow what's in these scriptures, man. Hey, these are this is righteous instructions, okay, on how to live a lifestyle. Okay, do this, and hey, everything's gonna be in it's gonna prosper. It's gonna be in your benefit. You're just gonna live a good life, man. Basically, a good life.
They tell you in Joshua, the law should not depart, and it should be your success to how to live. Man. That's what it is. That's what it is.
This is Psalms 96 and 9. Oh, worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him all the earth. Say among the heathen that Yahweh reigneth, the world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved. And when you look up that word move, it goes back to decay. So the word is gonna, the world is gonna be established once the righteous rulers come into place. That it should not, it's not gonna be moved. It's not gonna decay anymore, man. Why? Because what? Because we're gonna be ruling it in righteousness, not like Esau Edom does. It says, "He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad. Let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. Then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice." Man, the whole world is going to be rejoicing, man. The animals, the trees, the water, everything, man. Before Yahweh, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. You know, and that's what's coming, man. You know, and that's what we're out here to prophesy, man, to take him down. And once the world is preached throughout the whole earth, our Lord and Savior Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is gonna come. He's gonna physically destroy this place and set up our kingdom, man. That's right. It's gonna be an everlasting kingdom, man.
That's right.
You know. Hey, so with that, I hope your brother will edify. We're gonna end it by giving out all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Rakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Yasharala that rule well, and salutations to you, Achim, out there in the highways and the byways, preaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.
Abba, Abba.
Abba, Abba.